armory. It was supposed to be not just the track, it was also supposed to be the homeless shelter, supposed to be a job readiness, a child care center. It was supposed to be basically a community center. From my research, it seems like that's where the Armory Foundation, who was only supposed to be in charge of the track, seemed to somehow take over the whole building as if it was theirs. One of the things that we would tell the youth is that if you ever need something when you graduate from the program, you can always come back. You can come back to this space. But one of this young man came back, I'll say his name is Angel. He was a great student and was a great athlete. He was going through a very challenging time. I ended up meeting with him and his mom, getting him into an inpatient facility and getting help. He got so much better. He started to function better at home, be less depressed. He was no longer suicidal. He ended up applying for a job at GDS and he ended up working at GDS. GDS and the Excel program was running very smoothly for the first 10 years. The problems began when I started to ask to utilize spaces in the building. One of the spaces we wanted to utilize was the college readiness program. And I was surprised that the Armory Foundation would not allow our youth to be part of this most needed resource. And then I started to notice that they were doing private events there. GDS was going through financial hardship at that time, so I ended up discovering that we increased our fee without permission, $1,000 a month for 1,200 square feet. And then they increased to $1,500 without the city's permission. But also that they started to lock me out of my own space, and the youth were being denied access. And they didn't like that I was looking around and starting to speak up about these spaces that no one knew about. But now that GDS was the whistleblower, we now were speaking up, and now it's in the news, and all of a sudden I walk into the building and there's an eviction letter from the Department of Homeless Services telling GDS that we have 30 days to leave. We were locked out. It was emotional. It was most devastating because of the loss for the youth. But it was so emotional, and it was surreal to be treated like we were criminals, where we were providing essential services. How can you kick out free mental health services and then leave us homeless? The youth and the community and the families lost free mental health counseling services. They lost job readiness, college readiness. They lost this place that they can go to learn about mental health and wellness. And they lost that steady, consistent place where they could receive support. They lost their home.